Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a nice day. I thought it was a really delightful day with temperatures in the 70s and some nice puffy clouds. We don't get this kind of stuff in April. Remember, we had summer somewhere in February. It's a big change. Right now, we're at 78 degrees with a northeast wind. And that's the reason why we're getting such relatively comfortable temperatures. Now, here's the city. Here's obviously Bloomington and the river. But we're getting these showers, isolated showers, rolling through the upper area of the bay. We're looking at Palacios here and Vanderbilt and Blessing up here, basically coming out of the northeast. And you're wondering, well, why is it coming from that direction? Well, we've got a system out here in the Gulf of Mexico that's doing this. But as you can see, it's not a big thing. Certainly nothing to worry about. But what we have is an area of low pressure right here in the Gulf spinning in this direction. And that is what's bringing that northeast wind and the cooler temperatures and the little light showers that are occurring over the air. Shouldn't call them light showers. Some of them are actually real downpours, but it's not very widespread. It's all basically out in that area. Now that the feature here is rather interesting. It's an area of low pressure developing there. It's going to be hugging the coast for a couple of days, bringing a lot of heavy rain to the southeast. And guess what? They haven't had any rain in about 5 or 6 months, so they're kind of happy for it. It's kind of like us. They wanted the rain, but not at all at one time. That's always the problem that we'd have to deal with. Now, as they mentioned earlier, the warnings for the Guadalupe River in Victoria have been lowered because the river has crested. But in Bloomington, it continues. And as you can see here, it's about 24 feet. So that is today. Here's tomorrow. And here's the next day. So by Friday, it should be coming down fairly significantly as that crest of water works its way all the way down to San Antonio Bay. So things are looking good there. And then the question, we still have a few more days of fairly dry weather. Now, look at that. Lots of sunshine in the central part of the country. Here's our next front. It's way out there in the west coast. And there's, of course, the only feature that's affecting the Gulf of Mexico. So in the short term, we're in good shape. Now, tomorrow, I expect a lot of sun. Still that northeast wind influenced by that area of low pressure. We're on the backside of it. If that had been, well, we don't want it to be, a hurricane, kind of like Katrina. Remember, Katrina came right up through here? Well, Katrina was doing 100-mile-an-hour winds, and we were at 100-degree temperatures because our wind was coming off the landmass and out to sea. So we're on the backside of that low. You can see how it spins up, produces a significant amount of rain for the Florida Panhandle. I don't know if you're going to Destin or anything like that, but we are going to be in good shape. By the time we get to Thursday, this frontal system will start entering North Texas. It'll get closer to us on Friday, but it won't be here until probably Saturday night, and then it has a slight chance of actually triggering a few showers. So that's not until this weekend comes along, and really this is kind of the biggest deal along the Gulf of Mexico. So let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Not a bad looking Wednesday. Northeast winds 77, then 78 on Thursday, 85 on Saturday before the front arrives, and it only has about a 30% chance of some showers. And then after that, wow, temperatures in the 70s. I will take it. That's your 7-day forecast. And don't forget our QR code. It's quick response. You take a picture of that box there and it'll put Crossroads Today right on your phone, and you can have the latest in news, weather, and sports wherever you go. And we'll toss it back to James and